Hello, listeners. Lisa Starr with you. Our episode of StarCast this week, we have a guest from across the pond currently who has a specialty that I would say is kind of unique in the spa and wellness world. He's not the only one, but it's a rare sort of job. And we are welcoming today Magdy. Magdy is the director of spa at the Rosewood Chancery, which just opened in London. Super swanky, and we will talk about that. But Magdy's specialty in his work is coming into brand new locations and getting them open. Big, massive scaling jobs. And he is a specialist, so we'll dive into that too. Thank you for joining us, Magdy.
Thank you so much, Liz, for having me. And it is nice to connect. And it is an honor to be with you today.
Well, we're happy to have you. You're in your office. It's a Friday afternoon. Are things settling down or ramping up for you?
Yeah, it's a Friday evening, as you just mentioned. We are very fortunate. We have a very busy hotel. We almost 100% occupancy at the moment. So busy day, a nice end to the week, busy weekend ahead, but all very exciting. Very
Oh,
exciting to be part of such a project.
so, Magdy, as I do with many guests, I like to start with sort of the backstory of you. And I think it's interesting for our listeners to understand how we all got into these jobs in wellness. And your path was a little bit unusual. So tell us what you were doing when you were, high school, college days.
Yeah, very interesting actually, and thank you so much for the introduction. And I actually start in the sport world. So I did athletics as a professional. I did high jump for almost 10 years of my life, and I was very passionate about it. I really wanted to be an athletics coach, and I
And,
went
and
and I
You're being modest, aren't you? You were more than good at the high jump. I believe you were the Egyptian champion of the high jump, right?
I was the Egyptian champion under 18 years old and under
Hmm.
20 years old. And I was playing for a club called the Ahli Club. It's the biggest club actually in Egypt. And it was fun. I really enjoyed it. I went to the sports academy and my life was all around sport. I will exercise twice a day, travel with my club, get paid to do sport. It was fun. It was really fun,
Mm.
and I really enjoyed it, and it shaped my personality.
So, how high could you jump?
2 meter, 2 meter five when I was young. Yeah, I can jump high.
So that's about between 6 and 7 feet for our American listeners. I mean, that's taller than you are, and you're a
Yes,
tall
absolutely.
guy.
I'm 185.
Wow,
So
amazing. Can you
it's
still jump high?
I'm 45 now, so my wife would like me to say I can, but no, no.
No, probably not.
It was fun, but again, sports is really good, and I try to encourage when you do sports, especially in a young age, and it really shape your future. It help you. Even now, sometimes I don't have time to go to the gym, but you stay fit, and it was an amazing time in my life. And yeah, and I went ahead and I did a sports degree. I did a sports and science degree because I really wanted to enhance my ability to understand about the human body and the muscles and the recovery and physiology and biology of the human body. And it was, yeah, I did my master's, and the plan was to be an athletics coach, but unfortunately, as you know, we all have responsibility, and in my country, football, as always, it takes the center stage, and most of the funding was going to football. So I was like, okay, I need to find a job to support
Mm.
myself. I'm very independent. I don't like to be relying on my family or someone else. I like to be independent. And I start looking for a job, and I was very, very lucky, like literally just by luck. I find this new opportunity at the first Four Season in the Middle East and Africa at that time. This is was 1999, 2000. It was like wow, like no one known at this time. We didn't know what's Four Season, and at the time it was like the ultimate luxury.
Was that in Sharm el-Sheikh or was it in Cairo?
No, this was in Cairo. This is
Hmm.
was in Cairo, and it was the first opening for Four Season in the Middle East and Africa, and it was an amazing property. It's called Four Season Cairo Ferris Residence and 12 treatment room spa. This is
Pretty
2000,
big. Hmm.
and no one knows. Like I didn't know what does spa mean, and even in my country or the Middle East as a region, the word spa did not exist at this time. So 12 treatment room spa overlooking the River Nile, it was like wow, it was breathtaking.
So you got a position there as what?
I got a position as a massage therapist.
Uh-huh.
So I studied massage as part of my one of my subject in university, and they said you will start from the bottom. You have a
Hmm.
university degree, but you need to learn. At Four Seasons, they believe you really need to learn the trade from the bottom up.
Hmm.
And it was very interesting because they really invest in training. They have a very solid foundation when it comes to standard operating procedure and when it comes to training and philosophy. So it was nice to start with such a property. I was very lucky, and I literally fall in love with hospitality. And it was love from first sight. I really enjoyed hospitality. I enjoyed working in spa. I love doing massage until I stopped doing massages until recently because I believe is a talent. It's something
Hmm.
you have in your hand. You can be a manager, director, executive, but no one can take away this from you. It's like a football player or a sports player.
Hmm.
No matter, you still have this talent. So I enjoyed it. I worked for 2 years at Four Seasons, and it was an amazing experience. I met some amazing people and learned quite a lot when it comes to body treatment, massage. At this time in the Middle East region, you will only do same gender treatment.
Right.
So male to male, female to female. So I couldn't really progress and learn more than just the body treatment and the massage. I wanted to be I was very curious when I was young. I wanted to learn about face. I wanted to
Mm.
learn about beauty treatment, the manicure, pedicure, waxing. I was just curious. I really wanted to understand the whole offering, not just, you know, just a massage. Even I was, thanks God, I was very good at it, so it helps. So I got this opportunity from a company called Fitomer.
Hmm.
So it was a new company, it's a Belgium company founded by someone called Mr. Judois from Belgium. And they were just coming to Egypt for the first time. And they were looking for some new talent to learn to be a beautician. And I applied and I met this lovely lady called Madame Francoise Serre. At the time, she was their executive educator. And she really believed in me. And she said, yeah, you will be the first man to be taught to be a beautician, everything from facial, mani body, everything. So I said, wow, yeah, let me do it. And at Four Seasons, I thought I was crazy because no one leave Four Seasons. I
Right.
still have friends until now at Four Seasons and said, yeah, you sure? I said, yes, absolutely. I want to open my mind. I want to learn something new. And this is one of the things I learn, and we will come to what I do now. And this would really have helped me. I'm not afraid of change. If I change my job tomorrow, I'm not worried. You're gonna learn something. Like you can't just keep doing the same thing and again and again and again. I believe as a human, if you're not learning, or for me, if I'm not learning, it become boring. It become like,
Hmm. I
okay,
agree.
I don't wake up in the morning and I'm excited.
So you went on this adventure with Fitomer. Where was that? Where did you have to go?
So this was between Cairo and Sharm el Sheikh because I spent 6 months with Fitomer. So I become a fully qualified facialist. So
Hmm.
I could do all their facial range for men and women. And after that, Madame Francoise, she moved to another company called Sutis.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, Sotis, it was like in Paris, they they don't call it a spa, they call it an institute of beauty. It
Right.
was like, so she took me with her. I went to Sharm el Sheikh at Sheraton Sharm el Sheikh, and I was given the opportunity to be a spa supervisor and to have my own cabin. And I was
Mm.
only doing facial at the time, and I loved it. I really
And you
loved
were the
it.
supervisor as well?
Yes, as well. So it was nice. It was a step up in my career, but in the same time, I really enjoyed this adventure of having my own cabin, only doing facial with female guests. So I start interacting with the other gender, so I can learn more about, not just male guests. So you have this, because it's different skin type, different condition, different country indication, all of that. So it was really amazing for my experience, and I very much enjoyed it. And I love Sharm el Sheikh, beautiful place. I hope, I don't know if you visited, but you
I
should
have
visit.
not been there. I hear it is beautiful.
Oh, I hope one day Global Wellness Summit will come to Egypt. Is a country with 3,000 years of history, and I think
Mm-hmm.
it will be an amazing one day in a place like Sharm el Sheikh. And yeah, and I spent some time in Sharm el Sheikh, being with Sutis. After that, I got this opportunity to move to London by the age of 24. I was 24 at the time, and I got this opportunity to move to London with a new company was being formed. It's not new, but it was bought by an investor called Prince Walid bin Talal. This is Fairmont, and
Mm.
he was just creating this new hospitality group between Fairmont and Delta Hotel and Raffles, and he created this three group. And he liked to buy iconic building, and he used to be resident at Four Seasons Residence, where I start. And he bought the Savoy Hotel in
Oh
London.
boy, that's a big
So
purchase.
exactly, he owned, like at the time, he owned the Savoy, and he owns the Plaza in New York. He owns the
Mm.
Peace Hotel in China. He liked iconic building, and he wanted to have associate who come from Four Seasons background,
Mm.
because he owned George the Sank as well.
Goodness, that's quite a portfolio.
Exactly. So I got this opportunity, and for an Egyptian, hardly we are allowed to travel because again the restriction on visa. So I couldn't really say no. So I moved to London by the age of 24, 2004, 21 years ago now. So I moved to London, and I start working as a spa supervisor at the Savoy Hotel in London before the refurbishment. And again, I didn't know what the Savoy is. But sometime in life, you really need to work hard and trust
Mm.
yourself and just make the right choices. And when I came, everyone was saying, "Do you know the Savoy is the oldest hotel in the UK? It is an institution." I said, "Wow, amazing, good for me. I didn't know."
Good luck for you to step into such a great position.
Exactly.
So how long were you at the Savoy, Magdy?
Oh, I spent amazing 3 years. Amazing three
Mm.
years. Like Savoy is like literally helped me to settle down into the UK, into the London life. Helped me with everything. Really, it shaped my career and my foundation to the London market and the society itself, because
Mm.
you get to meet literally the top of the top when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to guest, VIB, celebrity. So you really you get to experience a lot of different scenario and a lot of different type of guests that you will not be able to experience in a lot of different property. So it was really great. And after 3 years, they decide it was the biggest refurbishment in the history of England. They spent around 260 million to close the Savoy. They did a documentary about it to close the Savoy for the first time and for refurbishment. So I was, I didn't have a choice. So I moved to Intercontinental Group. So I went to work for Crown Plaza as part of the Intercontinental IHG as a deputy spa and club manager. And this was my first managerial position.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fun. This is during the recession. It was
Mm.
2008 is recession. It was very hard, and I learned a lot about membership, and we turned this place around, and we were making profit for 2 years during recession. I even got a nice letter from the general manager. It was fun. It was fun. I learned quite a lot as well. And after that, Savoy opened back in 2010, famous day 10 10 10, and they invite me to come back as the spa manager at the time.
Nice.
And
And so you did, I'm sure.
yeah, I couldn't say no.
No.
So
So
yeah,
how many people were on staff? Like, what was the spa like when it reopened
so
after refurbishment?
yeah, so the Savoy being the history is the listed building. So in the
Mm-hmm.
UK, the listed
Mm.
building, this meaning is
Can't do
very
much to them.
exactly. So it was very restricted. The spa is located on top of the Savoy Theatre, and originally before we closed, it was just one treatment room. But we have a swimming pool, sauna, steam,
Hmm.
changing room, gym. But as a treatment facility, only one treatment room. So I designed two extra treatment room, and it was amazing opening for me. And I never done an opening. So at this time, this is
Mm.
2010. I never done an opening, and again being the Savoy, and it was an opening into a Fairmont hotel. It will be a Fairmont hotel, and it was the first Fairmont in the UK before St Andrews. So it was quite a statement, and they wanted to have an impact. So it was a really good experience to do such an opening with such a
Hmm.
company. And I designed two extra treatment room. We converted different spaces, and we launched with a three treatment room spa, and it was very successful, very busy. And yeah, I spent another 3 years there with Fairmont,
How
and
many
it was
years?
3 more years.
3 more years.
So in total, 6 years, 3 years before
Mm-hmm.
refurbishment and three
Mm-hmm.
years after refurbishment. And it was fun. It was really fun. But again, I wanted more. It's only three treatment room.
Sure. So how long before it reopened did they bring you on board?
2 years. No, how long?
2 years.
Ah, yeah, but for the opening, it was 6 months, 6 8 months.
6 months. And so that was your first opening, but you had the brand behind you, the Fairmont brand. How much support did you get? I mean, you had, as you said, never opened a spa. How did you know what to do?
Oh, very good question, actually, because at the time, Fairmont used to have a brand called Willow Stream.
I remember Willow Stream.
Yeah, and there was a lady, I can't remember her name at the moment. She was amazing. She was looking after the whole brand. She was a vice president
And
for
McCall.
Anne McCoy. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. I met her in Bermuda, and yeah, lovely lady. So they do support you. There is a lot of foundation, but I was giving an empty laptop.
Mm.
And I remember my director of
Mm.
rooms, his name is Ronald, amazing gentleman. He worked for Accor at the moment, and he was like, "Welcome to the team." I said, "Okay." I said, "This is your computer, like nothing, like empty." I said, "You're not gonna tell me what to do, or
Mm-hmm.
like where?" He said, "No, no, we are here. We all share. It was an open office. We all, how
Mm-hmm.
pre-opening. We are here to help you if you need anything, but you know what to do." I
You're like,
couldn't
oh, I
reply
really
back.
don't.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I couldn't reply back and saying, I really don't, Ronald. But again, I believe it's all about the will. If you have the will, if you are
Mm.
willing to look for the information, if you are willing to find, solution, you will find. If you're looking for problem are everywhere. So
Mm-hmm.
I always say this to my team: come to see me with solution, not problem. So this is what I did. This was my attitude with the Savoy, the opening of the Savoy. Just start research. I start researching brand. So our owner want an English brand. So I find aromatherapy associate, and I really fall in love. We used to have LMS before, and they were great, but they wanted something a little bit luxury. And at the time, it was the heights of aromatherapy associate.
I remember.
Yeah,
Geraldine was around and
absolutely. God bless her soul. She was
mm.
amazing, and I met her, and I did the whole training. As a manager, I don't need to do the training, but actually, I went and I did the full training with all my team because I love them. I really love them. Like even until now, I still talk very highly of aromatherapy associate, because at the time she really figured out how the aromatherapy work, how
Hmm.
you can really benefit from the oil, not just the massage. It is all about as well the oil and the technique, and they all work together. And it's all about how your body react to you react on the stimulant side by smelling the oil, and you have as well by absorbing the oil through your
Hmm. Into
bloodstream.
the bloodstream, right?
Exactly. So it was really nice. And after that, we introduced some nail product called nail ink at the time, and it was fun. It was really fun. I learned a lot. But yeah, I had a lot of support. But it is nice to again to start with such a company like Fairmont, who have a very solid foundation. We had a task
Hmm.
force who came to help us. So it was fun. And I spent 3 years with the new Fairmont, the Savoy. And after that, I really wanted to do more. So I decide, okay, Magdi, what else? I want to learn about retail. So yeah, I go with some time. I'm not this crazy, a little bit, but
You have an insatiable appetite for learning. That's wonderful.
yeah. So I decided to join ESPA International
Hmm.
as a
Hmm.
business manager at Harvey Nichols store
Hmm.
in the department store in Knightsbridge, a very prestigious, and their
I
flagship
love that
as a
store.
exactly beautiful the location. And ESPA was again the height of ESPA.
Right.
Sue Harmsworth was like ESPA at Four Seasons. Most of Four Seasons they have ESPA, and the education. You go to ESPA House in Farnham. You have a full 2 weeks training program. They're like, wow. It was like so yeah, and everyone thought, why you need to go to retail? Retail have their own people. Retail is not for everyone. Everyone said this to me. I said retail is a big part of the spa,
Hmm.
and we need to understand how retail work. And it helped me later down the line, because retail now form at least 10 to 15% of our revenue. So
Excellent.
it is a huge difference and between achieving your retail and not achieving your retail. So I went with spa, and I really took it on board, and I had a very successful counter. We met our target every quarter, every year, a yearly target. But I'm not gonna lie to you. After 1 year, I was like, I miss the spa. I
Right.
really,
Right.
I need to, I need to go back. And after that, this is where I joined Cowshed Soho House Group
Uh-huh.
for a very short
Hmm.
time. It was like a transition. They were great, but they have a different style, a little bit different. Starting at Four Seasons create a psychological problem, if you call it, or like it raise your standard.
It does indeed.
So Soho House, they have more casual approach,
Hmm.
more and they are good at this. They're amazing, and I really like them. Nick Jones have created an amazing brand, and I was a general manager of Cowshed Shortage. This is was the flagship at the time. But when ESPA International came and said, "Oh, we told you to wait. You don't need to go to this fast. We have this amazing project
Mm.
called ESPA Life at the Corinthia."
At Corinthia, right.
And it was like, and they said, this is what they call it at the time, the next generation of spa. And I was like, okay, amazing. Talk to me about it. They said,
Sign me up. What is it?
but they were like, 17 treatment room, 4 floor, 60 team member. I was like,
Hmm.
I said, wow, how can you make this work? I
Hmm.
said, don't worry, we have a very solid foundation. We have a 5 years plan. It is really, and Corinthia as a company, they are really behind it. And we need people like you to come. And I started as an operations manager
Hmm.
in 2015 with them. And yeah, God, this is one of my turning point of my career and my life in general, because we I I started there. I spent 8 years in total. We start with almost like 1.2 million. And when I left, we were making 3.9 million.
That's a big jump, almost four times.
Yeah, revenue, we average around 100 treatment a day, 250 guests a day just visiting the facility.
Mm,
It become until now, it was the flagship for ESPA International, and it becomes for now, for London, is a landmark. For a
hmm
spa facility is a landmark because there is, at the time when it was opened, no one was brave enough to create such facility in the heart of London, because
hmm
you will only do this in the Bahamas or
mm,
in Dubai or like California, like some places where it's not a city, it's not this busy city where spa typically are like 7 to 10 treatment room
hmm
maximum. This is the standard. So it was a big gamble and it paid off. But again, it took a lot of hard work and we had some amazing leaders and it was amazing.
I remember visiting there right when it opened, probably in the first year or two, and just being amazed by not just the scale of it and the scope of it. You know, running an operation on four floors is not easy, as I'm sure you know, but having the doctors, having the membership, the big lounge where you could get a meal. I mean, those were things that we had not seen combined with spa before, and it was a really interesting concept.
I always call it is a monster. If you can survive
Hmm
in London, they say if you can survive at ESPA Life at the Corinthia, you can survive anywhere.
Mm,
Because
for sure.
it's like a factory. 300 email. This is just a normal day for our team. 60 team members. So it was really, you learn. If you really need to learn about operation, you need to work in places like that. It shape you. It's a hard work. It's a lot of hard work and a lot of learning. You learn about big numbers. You're not dealing with hundreds. We're
Right.
dealing with millions. So your P&L, you need to know what you're talking about. You need to understand your cost, your payroll, your capex. We do a 5 years
hmm
capex plan.
hmm
We don't just plan for next year. We plan ahead because is a massive operation. And the hotel we run independently from the hotel. It's the only position actually as a director of spa in London that is executive level. So the
Mm,
director of the spa at the is an executive level. This is a sensitive subject for me because I believe all the director of spa should be an executive level.
yes. But at least that one was, and I mean, the revenue warrants that, right? And the high visibility of that facility, which is still there. In fact, I went there this summer,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah.
and
I still go as
enjoyed
this.
the spa and went to the sauna and the pool. Very
Yeah,
nice.
and they're planning a big refurbishment, and they're planning to
Mhm.
introduce a plunge pool, and so they are is busy. They get books 3 months in advance.
So, what happened there, Magdy? Did you get worn out from it?
No,
Like
no,
what?
no.
No.
Was having fun. I got promoted. They were the kindest. They're Corinthia as a company.
hmm
I love them. I spent some time in Malta, the home
hmm
of Corinthia.
Yes.
Is owned by the Bassani family. I helped open the Corinthia Palace when it was
hmm
refurbishment during the COVID. Actually, I went and I spent time there. I love the company, and they really look after you. And I had no issue. I had a great package, everything, like everything. But I couldn't move anywhere in London because this is the biggest. So where else I'm gonna go? Like,
Mm,
it's the biggest. I have even some director don't have the package I have. So when they approach me, I was like, but I can't go down. I need to go up. And it was like,
right.
so I got this opportunity in the Maldives,
hmm
and everyone thought I was crazy because I never
Hey,
been
but the
to.
but the weather in Maldives is a little better than the weather in London.
Yeah, but I never been to Maldives as a holiday.
Mm,
I never seen the Maldives. I don't know like what it looks like. What is working ethics or what is the country is like. and I have a wife. So so it was a hard decision to start with, but even my managing director at the time, Thomas Cox at the Corinthia, have helped me to make my decision. And I say, yeah, thank God, until now during my career, I never regret any of my decision. And I took the decision to move to Maldives because it's the first well-being island in the Maldives, 38 treatment room,
That's a lot.
65 team member, an integrated wellness and longevity facility in the middle of the Indian Ocean, where we offer everything from cryotherapy. Some places in Europe did not have cryotherapy, and in the Maldives, I introduced cryotherapy. We have Watsu, a whole reformer Pilates studio, the biggest gym in the Maldives, two hammam, three different kind of sauna, ice baths, like you name it.
You had it.
Four doctors full time. We really shape the wellness offering in the Maldives. And we had an amazing owner. Her name is Isan Hanem. She's from Turkey, and she really wanted to make a statement, to
Hmm.
come with a bang. Like, you know what? I'm gonna bring wellness to Maldives. She literally went around with our general manager Osgur, who you met, and Osgur have taken her around to visit the Global Wellness Summit and visit places in the like of Shah and Zolal and Himalaya and all of these places to make her understand what is really wellness is about. It's not just a spa anymore. It is more than that. And she really supported us, and we worked so hard to create this philosophy. From the minute you make your reservation, one of the consultant, the doctor will call you, and we design a whole program for you, from
Amazing.
food and beverage, not just the spa. We did all the nutrition plan, everything, acupuncture, the herbalist, even the kind of tea you drink, everything. So it was a project I couldn't really say no. I couldn't say no.
No,
So yeah,
no.
I moved to
This is
Maldives.
Joali Well-being. I want just to make sure listeners heard that.
This is Juwali Being, exactly. So
Mhm,
Juwali Being is the sister property of Juwali Maldives. Juwali Maldives is
mhm.
an art immersive, and they open the second one, this Juwali Being, as the first and only well-being island in the Maldives. 38 treatment room, 68 villa, ultra luxury, average room night 2,000.
Goodness.
The four-bedroom villa is 50,000 US dollar. So it's an amazing project. And after 1 year, they really liked what I done. We turned it around. We did 2 million US dollar in the first year, with 750K profit. It was really amazing, and we done a great job. We had an amazing team. And Osgur was the general manager at the time, and he come from a wellness background. And I
Mhm.
wish we have more general manager and
That
managing
have that
director.
orientation, right?
Exactly, because he is extremely supportive, and he was big part of this. He For him is his baby originally, because he used to work with them for the old Juwali. So yeah, and after 1 year I was asked if I can look after the entire group. They have three property in Turkey, in Antalya, and
Mm.
they were planning to open the third property in the Maldives, and they wanted as well to launch a new concept. We call it Juwali Being Cure, and we launched this in the old Juwali is the art immersive resort. And yeah, in after 1 year, I was promoted to group director of wellness and spa, and we launched some new concept, and we help reshape wellness around the entire group. But yeah, Maldives, my wife was with me, and we spent a year and a half already. And we decided, we didn't decide it at the time. We were enjoying. Maldives is beautiful, and we were doing amazing things with Juwali Being. But Peninsula Hotels, they came and they said, we have this opportunity in London, and we know London. London is home. We have our flat, and so it was
Mhm.
easy decision. And at the time, I'm not gonna lie, my wife was like, okay, enough.
Yeah, it's hard to live on a remote island, really. I mean, it's wonderful for a vacation, but for to live there is, I'm sure, very difficult.
Yeah, it was fun, but out of respect as well, she sacrificed her job and she moved with
Mhm.
me to Maldives. So now there is a great opportunity, so let me as well, think of her. So we
Mhm.
moved back to London, and yeah, I joined Peninsula, their first UK property. They have 11 around the world. They are well known for their luxury. It was the first, 25-meter pool in the
Mhm.
heart of London, seven treatment room, 25 team member, and they went through, as you said, I start having this. So when I went to Joali Being, we reshaped the whole guest journey, the philosophy, and my specialty is I can take something not working and I can make it work. So you know, Peninsula, they had some, difficult time with the pre-opening, and it's normal. Sometimes it happens. This is part of the fun of doing pre-opening.
Fun, you say. Other people wouldn't call it fun, but that's why it's your job.
Exactly. That's why I like it. So I said, yeah, absolutely, I will come. You say, you sure? You need to build up the whole team, and we have some challenges. We have new general manager, new managing director, new hotel manager from the US, and Scott. And I said, yeah, absolutely. So it was fun. It was really fun, and I joined, and yeah, I spent a year there, and we turned profit after 3 months from joining,
You're
and
like the
we
magic bullet, Magdy. You show up and the profits come.
thank you. I try. It's with the team again. We build a beautiful, strong, solid team. We restructure the whole spa and wellness team. We looked at all our expenses and all our revenue stream, and we work with our revenue team, and we work with our PR and marketing, and we created a lot of buzz around it. It's a beautiful location in Hyde Park corner,
Hmm. Hmm.
so we were very lucky. Beautiful facility. But again, I done my job. At some point, I felt, I done my job, and Rosewood came knocking, and I'm not gonna lie, I never been excited about a brand since Four Seasons like Rosewood. And I
Like
mean it
Rosewood.
from the bottom of my heart that Rosewood, in my humble opinion, is the biggest big thing, is the next big thing for sure.
Well, that's part of why we're talking because I think you're right. So the situation was that there's already a Rosewood in London, right? But they bought this iconic building that was the American Embassy on Grosvenor Square. Beautiful, huge building, kind of modern building, not an old looking building. Spent, you'll tell me how many years gutting it and redoing it. It was a massive project.
It is 8 years, 8 years in total.
8 years. Wow. And that's, I'm sure, in due in part to permits and
Yeah,
all the issues with building in an urban environment that you
in the
have.
Mayfair. It's
Right.
in the heart of Mayfair. There is residence here, has been residence for 100 years. So 100 years of residence, they don't want you to start doing construction work.
Hmm.
It's like, is like the most prestigious area to live in London. So they were not very happy about it. But they were happy to see all the security and all the restriction going away.
Right, because around the embassy, there is a lot of that.
It was impossible to go around or to do certain things, and a lot of restriction. And it is this is the beauty of Rosewood. They took a building that is not, it's not pretty, it's not really pretty, it's just,
Hmm.
it was done in 1970, and it was, but they turn it into, because it's an iconic building, but you look at it and say, oh, like, but now you look at it and say, wow, wow, and it's so inviting. And this is the beauty of Rosewood. So when this opportunity came, I really couldn't say no. I wanted to be part of such project. Is just
Hmm.
is so I am very fortunate, and I'm very lucky, and I'm very honored to be part of such project that everyone talk about it. And yeah, I joined in January this year. And yeah, you need to come and see, everyone come and see. And Yeah, we
You joined in January. I visited you, I think it was in June,
yeah,
and you gave me the behind the scenes tour, and it was absolutely gorgeous. You opened when just recently, right? September, maybe?
we opened in August, in the 15th of August.
Okay.
We
And
opened 2 months
give
ahead of time.
that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Tell us a little bit about the scope of the spa in this building.
So again, we are very lucky that we have an owner and a company who really believe in wellness, who believe in, gonna drive the hotel through wellness, not just food and beverage, not just, and this is one of the topic I hope to address in wellness hospitality conference, that we have around 10,000 square meter spa in the heart
Mm.
of Mayfair,
And for my
where,
American listeners, that's 100,000 square feet.
yeah. So it's like when you think about real estate in this area, it is the most expensive. By square
Hmm.
meter is like so expensive. So as a real estate investor, as an owner of such a building, you want to capitalize and utilize every square meter
Hmm.
because it's money. It's literally. So this is just to show the commitment. We have the only 25-meter pool in any hotel in Mayfair. Massive changing room. We have two independent changing room with a new style, a new take into luxury. You go to some spa and the changing room is just a locker room. You have the locker, you have the shower. With us, you really have very spacious changing room where you can really enjoy your journey. You're not just coming to fight for the locker space
Mm.
or to change in a way that you're not actually wanted to come back. You're like, let me just come out of here. I'm here just for the massage. No, it's the whole guest journey. We have sauna, steam, heated marble lounger. We have ice bath. We have vitality pool, and we have 5 treatment room and 2 fitness room. We have the movement studio where we do private session, where we do some classes, and we have the main gym that is designed by Technogym
Hmm.
exclusively to us. And we have the consultation room for our doctors. We have the relaxation lounge. But with this size of the spa, we could have had more treatment room.
Hmm.
But it's not what Rosewood vision is about. The vision is about the guest journey, and with the 5 treatment room, we can still achieve what we would like to achieve, but without compromising on the other facility. And this
Mm.
is the vision. This is how we drive our occupancy. We are open for 2 months. Our occupancy of the hotel is over 65% on average.
Amazing.
We have achieved one of the most difficult things to achieve in London is we are the highest average room rate in London in
That's
September.
saying something.
In September 1,600, and in October 1,750. The average room rate. Peninsula used to be the highest before we opened. It used to be 1,100, 1,200. So, and you can't drive these just by food and beverage offering or
Mm.
just the rooms. Most of the hotel have an amazing rooms offering, but with our wellness facility, it add a very unique element, and this is why when uh, when I start thinking about this project, the design, every part of it, we wanted to have something exclusive. So I start looking from the design to the treatment menu to the gym. We went all the way to Italy. We said, okay, we want to have the newest equipment. We want to have the newest technology. Yeah, everything's. We went full in, and it was a journey. It was crazy busy for me, but it was a journey. It was a journey.
And you joined in time to help with those decisions then, some of them, how
Yes,
to shape how it looked and the menu.
absolutely. Like I was, yeah, I design everything, anything to do
Hmm.
with the wellness, and this is what we like about. Again, we have an amazing leaders around Rosewood. One of them is Emmanuel, who you know very
Hmm.
well. And one of the philosophy and the strategy, we at Rosewood, we don't dictate everything by corporate. They give
Hmm.
us the guidelines, they give us the approved supplier list, they tell us where to find things, but they let you decide because it's your facility. Is You are the one gonna live with it, you are the one gonna make it work, you need to make it work. So we are very fortunate to have people with open-minded like Emmanuel, who understand very well wellness, and who very supportive, and as well as our leadership here within the hotel, Jessica, the hotel manager, and Michael, our managing director. And we have an extra part here. I look after new that I done in the past.
Hmm.
So we have a boutique, we have a retail offering. So I look after retail in a hotel as well.
So it's a
And
good thing you did get that retail training.
exactly, you see, that's why I keep telling people, don't ever say no to a new
Hmm.
experience or something. You never know. So I have a retail manager who manages the retail space, and she reports directly to me. And we have 19 different brands within our Asaya boutique, and they all very exclusive to us. They are either exclusive to us, or they they done a collaboration with us on a
Hmm.
specific item. So we have a big retail offering as part of the spa and independently from the spa, as well as the treatment. Plus, we have a partnership with an amazing doctor called Dr. Wasim Tuktuk, and he is an actual doctor who have his own clinic in Knightsbridge. He offer a full range of cosmetics procedure, from filler to injectable to IV drip. So we have three full-time doctors here at all time offering all of his service.
As I recall, Magni, the retail space opened onto the street also, so you could actually function like a store.
Correct. And this is why we have an independent retail manager who look after retail, because the store, as a in the early stages of the design, we were thinking the guest journey start from the retail space.
Hmm.
So we didn't want to compromise on the guest journey. We didn't want to rent out this space because it's super expensive retail space.
Mm.
So it was a challenge, but we wanted to take the challenge, and we showed everyone that we can do it. In the heart of Mayfair, we have an amazing retail offering. A guest journey starts from there. So we have an independent entrance to Asaya from the hotel. We have our own Asaya lift that it take you through the different guest floor. So yeah, it has been a journey.
So I'm interested in that Rosewood approach, which is that they're known for a sense of place at each property, not being branded, not being the kind of hotel where when you're in the hotel, you don't know where you are in the world. You know, they're connected to where they are. But for you, new to the brand, was it a challenge to know what to do when they give you that kind of freedom? How did you make your decisions?
So again, we get a lot of support from Emmanuel and the team. So they make you understand what is the sense of place, what we're looking
Hmm.
for. So they put you on the right track, and this really helped me a lot because, as you said, I didn't work for Rosewood before. So you really, for a project like that, you really need to understand the Rosewood culture, the Rosewood philosophy, and this is with well done from Emmanuel's side and the corporate
Hmm.
team and our leadership. But after that, yeah, it was up to me to find this brand that it represents the sense of place. We are in England, so we have a lot of partner who their products are made in Somerset, made in the UK, are a new UK companies that we like to sponsor new companies, new products, new adventure. So we were giving this direction, and we were fortunate enough to find this right partner who wanted to take this journey with us to create this sense of place. So when you come to us, you know that you are in the UK. You will literally immediately, yeah, I'm in London. This feel like London is not feel like, a resort somewhere. No, you really feel the sense of place. We work with some local artists. Even our music channel, even the music channel is designed with some local artists, local radio channel who help us create this atmosphere from sound to statistic. All our decorative item, they represent, where we are.
Well, it is a beautiful facility, and the finishes, the coloring, it's kind of taupe with a little bit of blue. I remember the fitness room was a wow because all of the equipment is not black like you always see it.
Yeah, yeah. We were the first one in the UK to get such equipment, and exactly, we wanted to break this standard. We want to be the first. At Rosewood, we really like to be the first.
Well, the equipment is all, as he said, techno gym, but it's beige.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Just sort of blends into the room and it makes it look so different than all the other gyms where you have all this black metal machinery. I love that.
Yeah, and as well, to add to credit to the Technogym team, this material is made from 30% recyclable material.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So it's not anymore just a treadmill or a bicycle. It is, something that that it has been contributing to the environment, the recyclable option, by using this material and creating something this beautiful. So we were very, very lucky to
So,
partner
in
with them.
this high-priced place, Magdy, give us an idea of what it costs to get a massage or a facial. I'm afraid to ask.
No, so starting price is 250 pound
Mm-hmm.
sterling, and this will get you a 1 hour massage or 1 hour
Mm-hmm.
facial, up to 3,000 sterling pound. We have one treatment that it will guarantee your face will guarantee a certain look for at least a month. Is this costs
Really?
3,000 pound?
And how long is the treatment?
Is 45 minutes to 1 hour and a half. Is a
Mm-hmm.
special technology from Korea, and it uses a very sophisticated machine that it really lift up the skin. This
Mm-hmm.
is why it uses a special cartridge, and each cartridge, it costs quite a lot. This is why the treatment is quite
Sure.
expensive. So we offer a wide range of treatment, from a traditional treatment to advanced offering. And this is what we try to do here at the Chancery, to bring everything under one roof. So we don't rely on wellness concierge or medical concierge. You
Mm-hmm.
can come here and have your IV drip while you're having your massage. You can have, you know,
Are treatments open to guests outside the hotel?
correct, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We open for outside guests, but they need to book a 90-minute and longer to be able to use the facility, and
Okay.
but not the gym. So the gym is exclusive to our
For the
members
guests.
and hotel guests. I haven't talked about membership, but our membership,
That was my next question.
yeah.
Yeah.
So membership is a lifestyle membership. It's not a spa membership. So we look after you from day one to the end of the year. It's a yearly membership. We take upfront payment. We look after you from day one in a way that we design a nutrition plan. We do genetic testing for you. We do blood test. We do body analysis. We do everything in the beginning to tell you where you are at this point in life. And we help you through a journey, a 12 months journey, to achieve your goals, either fitness goals or nutrition goals or just a lifestyle change, and it has been extremely successful. We already have 25 members, and it is not expensive. It is one
It's
of the
not.
highest. It is expensive. I was trying to sell it.
Give us a sense of how expensive it is.
It is, so it's starting price from 15,000
Mm-hmm.
a year up to 37,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
Different level, different kind of programming, but it's well received because it offer a value for money. There is a big difference between being expensive and being offering something that is it has a value, you know, and this is
Very
what it is as
true.
well. Exactly. So really, most of our members, we have a waiting list because they can sense that we are not offering just someone to come and use the facility. We offering more than that.
So, Magdi, I mean, you've been through all of these openings of major facilities in the wellness world, things that are upgrades and new. What makes you so good at that? And are you going to be looking for the next one in the next year? I mean, are you a restless soul? Just tell us a little bit about what drives Magdi.
Uh, so I love Rosewood. I need to take this out of the, like, I really love
Mm,
Rosewood, and that we are opening hotels literally every year. We're opening 5 to 6 hotels in the next 5 years, around 22 new hotels. So
that's
for
a
now,
lot.
my plan is with Rosewood, and I'm very committed, and I feel there is a lot to do still with Rosewood as a
Hmm.
group. So this is just to take this out of the way. But what drive me and what's make me like that, it is a commitment. Like I am committed to Rosewood because I really can feel the commitment from them to wellness, to changing, to redefining wellness into hospitality physically, not on theory, not on paper, not on talk, like, oh, we will do that. No, they literally committed, and this is what's driving me at the moment. And what make me good at my job is a passion. You need to be passionate. You need to
Hmm.
be passionate. You need to have the passion to do what you do. When I go for a holiday, I mean it, and I don't mean it in, but I sometimes I feel it's too long. It's like, when I'm gonna go back. I'm looking forward to go back, and this is the kind of feeling I try to pass it on to my associate, to my manager, because by doing so, you really, I do research, I look for new technology, I travel to a different exhibition, different conference, wanted to learn either from, you know, people like yourself and other provider. And the only way to do this, if you love what you do. And we are in the feeling business. This is what I like to say. We are not in a service business, we are in a feeling business, where we change our guest feelings. They come stressed and they
Hmm.
leave relief. They come tired and they feel, comfortable, not tired anymore. So we are in a feeling business, and this is really, in summary, this is what drive me, and this, I hope, this what make me. But again, the experience and all the company I joined before have been a big factor on who I am now.
Oh, for all of us, right? We're all a sum total of all the parts that have
Correct.
gone along. Going back to the beginning for you in sports, how do you think that your knowledge and training and activities in a sports have given you structure to do this job? How did that help?
First, discipline, for sure. When you
Hmm.
do sport, you need to be a disciplined person. You need to, be structured. You can't succeed in sport, by waking up late or
Hmm.
not doing the work. Like, you need to put in the work to see the result. So this is have really helped me, as well as because my sport, I decided to go and do my sports and science degree. So it really made me understand the human body. So when it helps when you are a director position, when you are in a leading position where your team is looking up to you. You need to know what you're talking about when it comes to, the human body, when you're talking to a guest about a challenge they have. And really, as well, combining this fitness background with the spa background, I think I really recommend. And me doing the retail as well, I now encourage, someone into spa. I say, be interested in a fitness, be curious, be interested in retail. You need to have this knowledge. They are not separated, they are all together.
Oh, and it's amazing that you took the time, early on to learn to do massage and skincare too, and the other disciplines. I mean, you're a very well-rounded spa professional, that's for sure.
It's very kind of you. It's very kind of you, Liz. I was lucky. We
Oh,
all
I
need some
don't
luck
think it was
sometimes.
luck. I think it was passion and drive. So good for you for reaching this current role as Director of Spa and Wellness at Rosewood Chancery. And thank you again, Magdy Abdelaty, for giving us some time on your Friday afternoon to tell your story. I look forward to seeing you again somewhere soon.
I am extremely honored and thank you so much for your time today. And it is a pleasure and always a pleasure talking to you, Liz. And you have been a great influence. And we are so lucky to have people like you in our industry.
That's very kind. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you so much. Hope to see you soon.
You too.